My guest this morning is Jenny with the Alzheimer's Association to share with us what they do and how you can help them out during these difficult times. Jenny, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure. So what is the Alzheimer's Awareness to Prevent Elder Abuse Act and why is it so needed?
Well, this is one of the three asks that we're asking Congress right now to put in with the fourth economic stimulus package. The Elder Abuse Act, or the Alzheimer's Awareness to Prevent Elder Abuse Act, is actually something that we want in there to require the Department of Justice to prepare and put out there training material for our professionals that are going to run into seniors with Alzheimer's that also might be facing abuse right now. And we want to make sure that they have that training because they're going to be the ones on the front lines that are out there seeing the abuse happening. And if they have training on Alzheimer's awareness, they will be able to better communicate with these victims.
Right. So what is the hope for this Alzheimer's Act?
Okay, so we're trying to get past something that's called improving our HOPE Act. Okay, the HOPE Act was passed back in 2015 by Congress. It was put into law, and it is the Health Outcomes Planning and Education Alzheimer's Act. We need to improve this act. This act actually required a billing code by CMS so that physicians can charge Medicare for providing care planning programs to people that have just been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia. So improving HOPE Act, we need that passed because we have found out that only 1% of patients and their caregivers that have been diagnosed are receiving these care planning services. Turns out the physicians don't know about it. So the Improving HOPE Act would require CMS to put out education for these physicians so that we can get these patients their care planning needs met.
Got it. So, Jenny, if you can explain for us then, why do we need the Improving HOPE Act if providers are already getting reimbursed for these services?
Because they're not utilizing. We found in 2017 that only 1% of the providers are using this code. They just don't know about it. So we need to get that education out there to the physicians. It doesn't even have to be the physician in the medical offices that's doing the care planning. It can be their nurse practitioner, and they can still utilize this billing code. But families need this care planning. They need to know what's coming. They need to know how to prepare so that they can, have an easier time through this awful disease.
Now, we know the association is asking Congress to expand aid to nonprofits. What are you guys asking for specifically?
So we're asking for access to credit to support nonprofit employers with between 500 and 10,000 employees in the next COVID-19 relief package. The Alzheimer's Association developed and published COVID-19 guidelines for family caregivers and for professionals in residential settings, which are based on the Alzheimer's Association's dementia care practice recommendations. Now, we have armed our helpline staff with information about COVID-19 and access to health care, and we've ensured that access to care consultations and support groups across the country have been uninterrupted while adhering to all public health guidelines. So we would not be able to respond to our constituents' needs without charitable giving. So once this crisis passes, y'all, people affected by dementia will still need the support and services that we provide. We need to be able to continue and provide those. So we need access to credit to be able to continue operating right now while our charitable giving is down a little bit while people are struggling.
On that note, people at home right now watching this interview, how can they help your guys' cause right now?
Okay, well, what we need people from Texas to Tennessee to actually message your representative and let them know that you're behind these items, that you want charitable organizations like the Alzheimer's Association to receive this access to credit in the fourth package of the stimulus. So you can reach out to the Alzheimer's Impact Movement to learn more how to contact your representative at www.alzimpact.org, or you can just contact the Alzheimer's organization at www.alz.org.
Jenny, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and good luck.
Thank you.